to a special edition of ONNJ Sports, coming to you live from the Prudential Center in Newark. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo, joined by WFAN Sports Radio host Danielle McCartan. Danielle, how are you?
Yeah, good. It's an exciting atmosphere. We got this band playing, and it feels like Mardi Gras almost. Let's
It
go.
truly does. So this has been in the works between ONNJ Jersey and the Devils for months.
I know.
They have their Devils Down the Shore night tonight, where they have so many activations. There's members of the Jersey Shore here. It's obviously been a very miserable winter, so we need some
Yeah.
summer fun. So
Yeah.
we were so excited to do this. Little did we know that tonight would not only be the comeback
Yeah.
from a 20-day break for the NHL for the Winter Olympics
Yep.
in Milan Cortina, but that the New Jersey Devils are at the center of the sports world. I don't know when the last time that's happened. I mean, they're the center of our world, right? Because they're Jersey's team.
Right.
But Jack Hughes, obviously, in case you're living under a rock, no pun intended, scored the winning goal to win the gold medal in the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
And he is a national hero. It's been a whirlwind couple days, and we're here tonight to celebrate it all.
You know, they opened the doors 5:30 here at the Rock, and I wanted to try to count how many USA jerseys had the number 86 on the back of it. I lost count. I was at like 15, and I lost count. There's one right there. There's one over there. People are excited for Jack Hughes, and I am too. Like, he even nailed the interview coming off the ice. I mean, he's easy to root for. Maybe he gets his teeth fixed, maybe he doesn't. But, I mean, people are excited here. There's a picture right here of Jack Hughes doing the iconic shot. People are just walking over and taking photos of it and with it. So he's going to be signing that picture for the rest of his career. It's an exciting time here at the Rock, and all because of Jack Hughes, our homegrown star here in New Jersey.
Yeah, and I was telling you, national media is here. We have the governor of New Jersey attending tonight. Mikey Sherrill will be here. I'm sure so many surprises here to celebrate Jack. There's going to be a nice ceremony before the drop of the puck at 7 o'clock. But we had a chance to speak with Mr. Hockey, Mr. New Jersey Devils, Ken Danico, three-time Stanley Cup winner, a legend, obviously, in his own right. And he spoke about just the history of this organization and what it means to him. Let's check it out. Did you think you would stick around in Jersey like you have?
You never believe you're going to be somewhere for such a long period of time. And like I said, my first dream was just to get drafted in the National Hockey League and try to play one game. And a lot of young guys will tell you that to be in the organization as long as I have, to go through the lean years in the 80s where we weren't very good, coming from Colorado where they were the Rockies, to finally, I guess, about 11, 12 years of my career, hoist the Stanley Cup, the ultimate goal.
And it's a testament to the Devils that they kept you guys around too, because now in sports, everybody moves around.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see the homegrown guys keeping on through their whole careers.
I think back in my era, it was a little more common, still rare.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, it's really difficult, it seems, to keep players around with different collective bargaining agreement rules and everything else, and players. For me, that's what it was about. I had a great rapport with the fans. I was blue collar, which I consider the state of New Jersey a similar mentality. I was that guy in the trenches and do whatever it takes in my role to help the team. And I think that's how I bonded with the fans so much. So, and got to stay around as long as I have. I probably know, I'm going to say 80 to 90% of the fans in the state of New Jersey, and probably have said hello, had a beer with in my day, or a bite to eat, whatever it may be. And that means something to me.
But that means something to a fan, that their idol will take the time out to not only just like take a picture, say hello, but to actually sit with them and get to know them as people.
Well, anybody that knows me, and the reason I'm probably an analyst and in the broadcasting business, I like to talk. No, but I love to talk hockey. All kidding aside, I love to chat with the fans. I mean, it's natural for me. I do it during games, in between periods. And everybody says, "Aren't you working? Is it tough?" I go, "No, talking about hockey's easy for me. I've been around the game 40 plus years, to engage with the fans." And I always feel, Lisa, as a player, I mean, it was always me to engage with the fans. I'm just that type of personality. But more so after my career, you start to appreciate things a lot more. And I think anybody can say that for whatever their profession or walk of life was, where I understand what it means that it doesn't matter if they've gotten a picture with me once or 50 times. That day, something might be going on in their life that, you know, or they're down or whatever. I mean, I found that out a lot with DMs because of social media, or even an email going, you know, you taking the time to just chat with me a little bit meant the world. I was going through something, and that part amazed me. When I hear that, it's heartwarming. So but to me, it's always been natural. But the fans are what it's all about. They're part of our team, part of our family. A big reason why we had some success and fortunate enough to be 3-time Stanley Cup champions here in New Jersey. Believe me, the fans give you a boost, and it meant the world. Yeah, you need a good team, good players, good organization, management, but I never take the fans for granted, or at least try not to.
But it's you being that type of ambassador too. That's why hockey has exploded in popularity over the years. And you've seen that, I'm sure, where the Devils were in the 80s and the notoriety they had, you know, especially being in the shadow of New York, compared to now, it's night and day.
It really is. I think it's a great point by you. I mean, just the youth hockey programs and high school programs, and you name it, throughout the state have grown by leaps and bounds. And we'd like to think we're a small part of that, especially when you start winning. Now the little kids, the young girls, they take notice and they go, we want to watch this, the game of ice hockey, and see what it's about. And they've not only become huge fans, but at a young age, their parents have them playing now because the kids just take to it. Look, we want to see the growth of hockey in our state, and it has grown, like I said, tremendously. I always said if this team had some success and could win a championship after my career, and they went in 2012, which I was on the edge of my seat, even though I was covering the team, I'm worse as a fan. Like when I'm not doing the game, I'm a wreck. So I understand the plight and what the fans go through. But I always said if they won a championship in my lifetime after my career, it would be just as exciting, if not more, than I was as a player, because I'm that invested.
Well, this is why, just to round it back to where we are, you're the best ambassador for the New Jersey Devils and hockey here in the Garden State because, like I said earlier, we've exploded in popularity.
It has, and I love how our great game of hockey has grown. Our championship teams and the Devils in general, a small part of that, but they've taken it to another level, regardless of winning or tough times, whatever it be, by the Devils Youth Foundation. Our ownership's great. David Blitzer, Josh Harris and company, they give back, and it comes from the heart to the community, and they want to grow hockey. They want to help Newark and just the surrounding areas continue to grow and become vibrant again. And this arena has such a great atmosphere, the Prudential Center, that you know, we want to be we're the hub. We want to make the state proud. It's, you know, we're the only team with this professional sports team now with the name New Jersey on front. And I know I do. I know the organization takes huge responsibility in that and pride in that.
You just wrapped up a huge celebration with the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Johnny McClain, my old teammate and still dear friend to this day, well-deserved honor. And I was excited for him, excited for his family. I thought his speech was terrific. He spoke from the heart. And you know, he was kind of he's so important to the organization because we all came in as young bucks together, as teenagers. Me, Johnny McClain, Kirk Muller, Bruce Driver, who was a couple years older than us, but we, Pat Verbeeks, and he wasn't on the championship teams. They all went on, whether it's Shanahan, who was also in attendance, went on to great careers. But you trade good players or whatever it may be to mold your team. And those guys went on to win championships too, like Verbeek and Shanahan. And Shanahan, 600 goals, Hall of Fame player. So great to see those guys. But we all started in the early 80s kind of as a young group that these guys had heart, character, talent that I knew someday we were going to become something.
Yeah. Well, Ken, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Lisa.
Thank you. I'm so happy we did this.
Devils, Mr. Hockey, Mr. New Jersey Devils. That interview lasted for like an hour. It was hard to cut 7 minutes from that because we talked about so much. But I think the biggest takeaway is hockey has become very popular here in New Jersey, in large part to the success of the Devils over the years.
Yeah, and Ken Danico is the best. I mean, if you want, any sort of insight, any sort of X's and O's, I mean, he is Mr. Devil. He has been here from the inception of this team. And hockey's taken off. I mean, I have a friend whose daughter plays hockey, which I just love that, and it's part of the Devils Youth Foundation's mission to get kids involved in the game. And hockey's an expensive sport. We know that. So just kind of breaking down some of those barriers is what the Devils Youth Foundation is all about. And I mean, I even played pond hockey this winter too. I mean, it's been real cold, so we took advantage. So.
I can't even walk straight. You want to see me in ice skates at 42 years old? I don't think so.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, my cousin's, his pond, lake, whatever, froze over, and they shoveled it a little bit, and I was scoring goals in slow motion out there, but I was like, man, maybe I should have started this sport a little sooner myself.
You could go play for the Sirens.
Maybe I could, but I don't want to insult them. They're very good.
Sirens are.
I'm just they're
amateur. Primo. They're primo. You have to imagine the heroics of Jack Hughes, though, now up the ante even more for the sport.
I mean, it's not even the sport, just New Jersey itself. I mean, finally, the Devils are back on the map. The Devils are relevant. And, he's going to have, we'll talk later, but he's going to have, the work cut out for him to get this team where it needs to be to get into the playoffs. But, I mean, for right now, the center of the hockey world is right here at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. And it's exciting. Can't you feel it? Can't you feel the excitement of these people? I love it.
It's huge. It's huge. We have a big crowd forming here, getting our Chip City cookies, calling out our partners, our On New Jersey tchotchkes. This is where it's at. When we come back, though, we're going to learn about all of the different activations here tonight. The Prudential Center, not that we needed more to do, but has been transformed into the Jersey Shore. So we're going to learn how they did that. We'll be back here on New Jersey right after this.
Play it like the New York Sirens. Live in the spotlight. Etch your name in lights. Embrace the noise. And when it calls you, turn it up. Get louder. Play it like they'll hear us everywhere. Because this is our team. New York Sirens. Play it big.
Welcome back to a special episode of On New Jersey Sports. I'm Lisa Marie Falvo, joined by WFAN Sports Talk radio host Danielle McCartan, and we're coming to you live from the Rock, the Prudential Center in Newark, the center of the sports universe after the heroic Jack Hughes goal at the Winter Olympic Games. Danielle, the vibes here are high.
Yeah, they are. I mean, again, we were talking about just everybody that's walking by has some sort of Jack Hughes. There was a guy wearing, a few people that I saw had a flag draped over their shoulders. I mean, I can't wait to get in there and see what the Devils have planned for Jack Hughes. I imagine lots of USA chants are going to happen, and I'm totally here for it. I'm so excited as a fan
so
myself.
excited. Yeah. What a way to kick off America 250.
Yeah, really, right. Yeah,
the World Cup, the whole thing, right?
Yeah, and they got to visit the White House and talk with the president, and they were featured just last night. I was in bed. Jack Hughes is here ready to play a game. I don't know how he's doing it, but
you know what I'm most interested? His smile. Do you think he got the teeth fixed already?
Not yet. I think that he's going to let it play out the rest of the season because, if you get hit there again, go all through that work. So I think he'll let it ride the rest of the season, hopefully into the playoffs. Maybe they'll bring him good luck, and then I think in the offseason he'll get some dental work.
Well, there are a ton of activations here tonight.
Yep.
It's not just about a hockey game. It's about having fun in the pregame. And a lot of it is due thanks to the historic partnership between the New Jersey Devils and RWJ Barnabas Health. I sat down with Justin Edelman, Senior Vice President of Partnerships, and he talked about that longstanding relationship.
RWJ Barnabas has been such a partner to the New Jersey Devils. Talk about the different levels of that partnership.
Yeah, it's been 30 plus years, really one of their longest, if not longest, relationships. We go way back to so many of the older players who were connected to us, had their babies at what used to be St. Barnabas Medical Center, is now Cooperman Barnabas Medical Center, and going all the way through. We're their official healthcare provider. We're connected at so many different levels. We have their jersey patch, so our logo is right on their home jersey, which is the most intimate, closest relationship that you can have. Their practice facility is the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House. It's one of only 2 facilities that's open to the public around the NHL. So we have youth teams and club teams and high school teams and college teams that come in there every day to work with us, and we're able to interact with them. And really, our mission at RWJ Barnabas Health is to build a healthier New Jersey. And the great thing about the Devils is that they're so committed to the community. So through their Learn to Play program, which is presented by RWJ Barnabas Health, we do give kids ages 5 to 9 an opportunity to come out and learn the game. And they get free equipment and free access to the ice. So it takes away the expense that goes with that. But what's great about the partnership is the Devils do everything on the ice. They teach the kids how to skate and how to pass and how to stick handle the puck. What we do to complement that is handle the off-ice component, nutrition and wellness and sports injury prevention and sports performance. And that way, those are the great foundation to help learn and live an active, healthy lifestyle. So if we can get them and teach them early, they're only going to be healthier for years to come. And
you love this. You've been at this for 15 years, you said, and you have a sports background as well. So this kind of marries all of your passions.
It's very close to my heart. This partnership and relationship has truly been incredible. This past year, we signed Jack Hughes as our first brand ambassador.
It's a good one to have.
It's a great one to have as really the face. And we launched what's called the Get Checked campaign. And that campaign is all about getting a screening, seeing your primary care doctor, and just getting checked. And Jack has been absolutely amazing for us, further connecting us to the Devils.
You also help kids fighting cancer and giving them an escape away from the grind. How do you do so throughout the season?
We do, and not just cancer, but for cancer specifically, there's an amazing day called Hockey Fights Cancer. And it is a highly focused day that really celebrates special kids who are going through really difficult times, who we give an escape and bring their family in, and they'll sign a contract to be part of the team. They'll really do everything as part of an experience where they'll meet the players, they'll ride the Zamboni, they'll meet the mascot. They'll really just enjoy themselves to take their mind off of everything that's going on. And they'll just have an amazing time to get away from some of the challenges that they're dealing with.
It's a testament to your passion for healthcare, New Jersey, sports, and we love that. Where can people find out more about the partnership between RWJ Barnabas and the Devils?
You can always go to RWJ Barnabas Health New Jersey Devils. There's plenty of information there. You can also just go right through the Devils website, wherever you find that, to look up the Learn to Play program, to look up all of the Little Devils and youth programs. They're all there. There's something for everybody, and we're just so excited with the relationship, what it means, and how passionate both organizations are.
The partnership between the New Jersey Devils and RWJ Barnabas Health shows that wins are possible in business.
Yeah, I mean, I follow the Devils on social media, and one of the biggest things that I've seen, like visibly seen, is that they send their players, and not just the scrub players, and not that there are any on the Devils, but they send like their A-list stars. They sent Jack Hughes out to the hospitals around here, and imagine being a kid and Jack Hughes with 14th walks into your room. I mean, that's exciting. That's exciting. That's a good, it's just a good mark on the community that these guys are taking time out of their day and their practice schedule and all that to make a difference in children's lives and in families' lives.
Absolutely. Well, when we get back, we're going to learn more about Devils Down the Shore with Chief Marketing Officer for the Devils, Jillian Frechette, and more. We're live from the Rock. We'll see you back here soon. Welcome back to a special edition of ONNJ Sports. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo, joined by WFAN Sports Radio host Danielle McCartan. We're coming to you live from the center of the sports world, the Prudential Center in Newark. How are you doing, Danielle?
Hey, I mean, this is exciting. I mean, I've seen so many Jack Hughes T-shirts and shirts, and we are joined by somebody now who's got. Look, take a look at that T-shirt that she's got on there. Look at that. Show them the. There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
Hi, Jillian.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, we're on.
We're live.
Hi, everybody. I am really well. Thank you for having me. Today is like the craziest day, but the best day. So thank you very much. I know I'm a couple minutes late, but I'm here.
We were talking about that this has been in the works for months. Having On New Jersey come out to this game tonight to celebrate Down the Shore. Never in our wildest dreams, though, could we imagine like the magnitude of this night now.
Yeah, it's really quite crazy. We made a decision several years ago to really lean into our brand identity campaign, which is called Made in Jersey. And so this is actually, year 2 of really focusing in on some theme nights that are wrapped around Jersey and Jersey-centric things. There's a band.
We hear it. Clearly, yes, there's a band.
And I'm just thinking maybe I'll pause while they go by.
You can keep going.
So fun.
So when you put together an event like this, is fan engagement the number one priority? What is the number one priority?
Well, I think just honestly connecting with our roots, connecting with our fans, connecting with our tribe, if you know what I mean. So our brand identity campaign is called Made in Jersey, and it's really meant to be a campaign that reaches into our community, connects with our community, and engages with our fans. And it's kind of a broad thing to have. And it's also a little crazy because, you know, the state of New Jersey is quite big. But there's important pieces and there's important cultural icons, cultural moments key to New Jersey people. Get them talking about Taylor ham or pork roll. Like now we're having a conversation.
Taylor ham, by the way.
Totally Taylor ham. What do they call it in Canada?
That's a whole other thing. We have, I think it's referred to here as back bacon. We call it female bacon, but that's what you would put on a breakfast sandwich. That's a whole other story, girl. That is a whole other show. Story. Yeah, a whole other show. But really, honestly, having Devils Down the Shore tonight is just this fabulous way of thinking about how we celebrate shore culture. That's a really important piece to people that live in New Jersey. They love, love, love the shore. How we celebrate music. Stone Pony integration tonight, how we celebrate surfing. A lot of people in New Jersey love to surf. We've got this fabulous surfer here tonight named Ben Gravy. We shot a piece of content with him. It's so good. He got up at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 2 Fridays ago. He put on a red Devils jersey and he went surfing. I mean, imagine that. We've got all this snow here now, but it's chilly and there he is. He's so dedicated to his sport. So, I mean, tonight for us is just this rich sort of cultural celebration wrapped around New Jersey, wrapped around shore culture, thinking about Stone Pony and just, you know, lots of beautiful icons and moments and memories that people think about and stitching it together with the Devils because we really care about Jersey and we want to sort of put that pride on notice for our fans.
Walking around the concourse here, my favorite was the giant beach chair.
I know.
The line was wrapped around the concourse for that one.
We've got all these fabulous activations on our concourse tonight, and quite honestly, I got to scurry around and soak it all in. But the beach chair is oversized, larger than life, and we thought that would be really fun. Little did we know how much snow we would have when we started planning this. Yep. So maybe it's a little bit of a tease to our fans that are dreaming of summer. But it's kind of awesome, right? It's like that Christmas in July celebration.
But you know what? You brought good weather because as brutal as it's been over the past couple days, coming tonight, it was 50 degrees. So I could actually walk the streets of Newark without a jacket because it felt like summer in comparison. Right. So I think you brought that in.
Well, I hope that we did. We're so excited about tonight. I mean, now, of course, you started it at the top. Tonight has dual meaning. We're welcoming back Jack Hughes from the Olympics. He's coming in hot with a beautiful gold medal. So we have a dual celebration. We've got his pregame ceremony to really welcome him back officially. But as soon as puck drop happens, we really sort of dial up the beach culture and the shore culture and that whole sort of festivity piece of the night.
Yeah. Dina from Jersey Shore is going to be here. And the Snooki shop.
I'm excited for that. I mean, I'm a Jersey Shore watcher. I'm hoping to run into Dina somewhere along the line here.
Well, we've got lots of influencers here tonight, so that's kind of fun. Obviously, the folks that you just mentioned means a lot more to my staff than it does to me, but they're super excited too, so they share in your enthusiasm.
How do you build from a night like this? I mean, when you think to the 2027 season, you got to get like a Ferris wheel in here or something.
Well, it's kind of crazy, but we really believe that there's something at the intersection of hockey and music, and that's exciting for us because, Prudential Center is a venue that plays host to a lot of different artists and musicians, and then, of course, we're home of the Devils. But, you take that a step further, and there's a lot of amazing artists and bands that come from New Jersey. So we feel like there's something there. There's something there at the intersection of hockey and music. You take that a step further and you start thinking about things that are important to people in New Jersey. The shore pops up right away. But there's other stuff. There's food. There's cultural pieces. There's cultural moments. And we want to just sort of be that brand that kind of leans into things, has a little bit of fun with it, and connects with our fans and certainly the folks in New Jersey. We know we're a hockey team. We're always going to tell you all the sweaty stuff. We're just going to celebrate our athletes all day long. But we also want to be sort of that bigger piece. We are the only professional sports team in New Jersey that proudly wears New Jersey on our chest.
Right.
I will tell anyone that will listen that. And I just think we're really proud of that. So we want to really kind of lean into that and engage with our constituents.
And that's a great point because you got the Jets and the Giants. They play in New Jersey, but they don't call themselves.
I can't talk about it. I honestly can't talk about it.
And the other teams, the Red Bulls, they're
yeah.
the New York,
Gotham
New Jersey.
FC.
Yeah, and
It's on and on.
you know, we cheer for them and we root for them.
Right.
Particularly the Red Bulls, you'll always see us cheer for them and root for them. They're our neighbor. But there's a lot of New York and New Jersey, and we want to celebrate New Jersey.
I love that you give back to the small businesses and the artists and the creators, the small businesses of the state, because you're a powerhouse here and you're helping the mom and pop. And I think that's super cool that that's a big initiative of yours.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of different programs where we try to connect with small businesses or, you know, individual entrepreneurs. Jersey Shops is a big one. Here we go again. This is too good.
Gotta love the timing.
Yeah, every time.
I want to hear some Bon Jovi, please. Thank you.
A little Springsteen. Yeah, that's right. That's so awesome.
There they go.
It adds to it, though.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
It adds to the
I
atmosphere.
know. I just want to follow those guys around. They're going to have the best night. I lost my train of thought. I'm so
small
sorry.
businesses.
Oh, yes. So, you know, Jersey Shops is a program that we have in market with citizens. We've had it in market multiple seasons, and we look to engage with Jersey-owned businesses and Jersey-owned people, Jersey-owned customers. That's really important to us. We have a lot of different programs. Quite often when we're designing something, sometimes a jersey or a piece of merchandise, we reach out to different artists, and we pay for that work. We want to make sure that they're compensated for their talent, their skill, their strength, because we are a big brand and we have sort of the platform to amplify a smaller business or a smaller entrepreneur's, amazing work, whatever that looks like. So it's important to us to try to do that where we can.
Well, Jillian, you are very busy tonight. We so appreciate you taking the time here with us
Thank you for
today.
having me. This was fun. I've never gotten to be in an interview where a band went by twice.
I think this is the coolest thing. We got to do this more often for sure.
Well, come again, please do. And I'm always available. I'm really glad to see you.
Thank you, Jillian, so much for everything. Jillian Frechette, Chief Marketing Officer for the New Jersey Devils. Always a pleasure. And the Devils have it going on here.
I mean, this is a fun. I just want to hear some Bon Jovi, or like she was talking about the music, some Jonas Brothers even. I mean, can we get some of that? Is that too much to ask over here? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. That could be the next activation that we come out to.
Yeah.
Jonas Brothers
Oh my
night.
God, I'm in.
Or
I'm
Bon
already
Jovi night. Springsteen. You know, the list is endless.
That's right. And Fetty Wap,
They
Patterson.
might actually even be here tonight. You know, Eli Manning, we're Giants girls over here. He's a huge Devils fan.
Well, be on the lookout. Head on a swivel. If you see Eli, I'm gonna jump. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, when we get right back, it's time to talk some hockey. I interviewed ONNJ sports writer Leah Marie Nuzzi, and then Danielle is going to put her WFAN sports radio hat on and break it down all for us. We'll be right back in a little bit.
Play it like the New York Sirens. Live in the spotlight. Etch your name in lights. Embrace the noise. And when it calls you, turn it up. Get louder. Play it like they'll hear us everywhere. Because this is our team. New York Sirens. Play it big.
Welcome back to a special edition of ONNJ Sports. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo, joined by WFAN Sports Talk radio host Danielle McCartan, and we're coming to you live from the Prudential Center in Newark, the epicenter of the sports world, thanks to the historic men's hockey win just a couple days ago, thanks to Devil star Jack Hughes. And a 20-day break is a really long time. Like, I have not had a 20-minute break lately, but I don't think the last time I had 20 days off, I think that was college.
Well, I'm a teacher, so summertime it is for me, but we just got an extension on our winter break off. But just wanted to point out that guy that just walked by. I was a little distracted. He wanted to jump into the set with a humongous USA flag.
Oh, we should have let him.
Should I have?
Next time.
He looked a little rowdy. Maybe next time.
Next time. But so coming back, 20-day off.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to be rusty. You have to imagine. And you have to get your head back in the game, so to speak.
Yeah, but unfortunately for the Devils, they don't have the time. Look at the standings. They have to start punching up in these standings, starting with the Buffalo Sabres tonight. They're the number one wildcard team. So they don't have time, unfortunately, to shake off the rust, this Devils team. I mean, they need to come out swinging right from the get-go tonight. And that's what I'm looking to see, because unfortunately for them, where they are in the standings, they don't have the ability to do that.
Well, for more on getting back into the swing of things, I spoke to ONNJ Sports Devils reporter Leah Marie Nuzzi. Here we go.
Leah, after a 20-day Olympic break, what's your biggest concern inside the New Jersey Devils locker room tonight? Is it timing, conditioning, or chemistry?
So I always tend to go with chemistry. I think that's a big thing that we've been lacking a lot this season. But I do want to say that the 20-day break, I think, was very good to rest our players and kind of just get everyone back and pick up that groove and pick up that momentum to really bring us back to a winning team. That's what I'd like to see coming out of the locker room, and that's what I'm hoping for tonight's game.
Great. Well, Jack Hughes is coming off the emotional high of scoring the Olympic game winner. What are you hearing about how he's managing that transition back to the NHL grind?
Right. So with Jack, I mean, we saw how well he adjusted during the Olympics, and I think that's going to be no issue into tonight's game. I know the head coach was worried about some limitations, but he expects to play Jack as he normally would. I'm not worried about anything. Jack's the kind of guy that can make a play in such short time. Like I said, we saw it with the Olympics, so I don't really have any concerns ahead of tonight's game for him.
But after the Olympics came the partying in Miami, and then obviously the State of the Union address last night. So it's totally been a whirlwind, 6-hour time change, no sleep, but you think he could handle it all?
I think so. I think we've seen it a lot before, and I know he's that kind of player that can adapt to really any environment. And he missed this morning's skate practice, and I think that'll kind of help him get some extra rest. I'm sure it's going to be a lot after the partying, like you said, and being at the White House and everything. So.
All right. So matchup-wise tonight, what does Buffalo do well that could test the Devils?
Buffalo is amazing with scoring. On January 27th, before the Olympic break, they played Toronto and won 7-4. They're really good with scoring, and Tage Thompson, who was also making his return from the Olympics, will be playing tonight, and he leads the team right now with 30 goals. So.
And what do the Devils look like in terms of matching up well against them? What do they do better than the Sabres?
The Devils, I think we have some really good defensive pairs, and I'm really excited to see how that plays out. I mean, we have Luke back at practice and everything since his injury, so I'm really excited to see him return and everything eventually and just really get out there. And then I'm excited to see our pairs and goaltending. Obviously, Markstrom did really well in the Olympics, and I'm just hoping he brings that out for tonight's game and to continue the season.
Great. Well, tonight's a big night. Hockey's back, and the New Jersey Devils, they're in the center of the sports universe. Leah Marie Nuzzi, ONNJ Sports, thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you for your time.
The Devils are a little lower in the standings, but look at this crowd. I mean, no one is thinking about that right now.
I mean, you're coming back off a long layover. You're at home. You got the gold medal winning shooter on your team. I mean, and you're home and you're opening up the second half at home. I think that's really important for this team. Because look, if this game was away and then the kind of fades a little bit on the excitement about Jack Hughes, not a lot, but it's their first game back. They're honoring him. The fans have been in this building. I saw the rush of people at 5:30. They are ready for this game, and it's a good situation if you're the Devils because you've got the home crowd really behind you tonight with the Jersey Shore activation, the whole thing. People are excited, and if the Devils can't capitalize on it tonight, I mean, what are they doing,
Yeah. This might be the perfect reset for them.
It could be. And when you look at, where they are in the standings, and look, they had momentum going in the wrong direction leading into this. I mean, you look at, they were 1-6. They were outscored 20-10 in those games. I mean, it was looking pretty dire. And I was with a couple of the players at the Devils
Sweep the Deck Gala.
I can't remember the name of it. Sweep the Deck Gala just a couple nights before they left for the Olympics. And I talked with Nico Heischer, and the quote from him was, "We've lost our structure, our game a little bit. You have to catch yourself and get out of it." And I'm like, oh boy, like this break couldn't have come at a better time for this Devils team. And even I think of what Timo Meier had said. He said something along the lines of like, we have to, the guys that are not playing in the Olympics have to kind of recharge their batteries, he said, and their minds, which I thought was a good point. And for the guys who did play in the Olympics, it's their chance to, iron sharpens iron, Lisa, you know that. So maybe these guys picked up something in their Olympic, bids, whatever country they ended up playing for, and they take that back here to New Jersey and they go on some sort of a run. But where they are in the standings, as you mentioned, it's going to take a lot.
For those that did not participate in the Olympics, you bring up a great point. It's a great time for rest and relaxation, but how do you keep yourself fresh, though? How do you not slip into lazy patterns?
Yeah, I assume they probably went away for a little bit just to get away from the game. But when you come back, it's like, it's different. It's not the stress of like, day in and day out, you have to be here, there, work out then. It's like you're doing it at your own leisure. So it's almost like, okay, I feel more relaxed even. I might even get more out of this workout because I'm not pressured into having to do it at this time in this location and all that. So, it's tough. I'm sure that's something that players, think about the football players that have 2 weeks off before the Super Bowl. It's kind of the same idea. So they do it. They're trained to do it. They're professional athletes. It's their job. So hopefully tonight, with this crowd, I just hope the Devils don't come out flat. That would be catastrophic, I think, for the rest of their season if they came out flat tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So give me your keys for the first moments in the game tonight.
Yeah, I'm watching the semifinal game and the final game in the Olympics, and I'm like, the Devils have to unlock Jack. That was the phrase that was going through my, like, if someone wants to create a hashtag unlock Jack, because he's playing so freely and he's playing so smoothly, and I'm like, why can't he do that with this team? Why does it look so regimented here? So if I'm the coach, if I'm Sheldon Keefe, I'm calling him up on the phone, and maybe he was a little busy doing, partying at 11 in Miami, and all that. But as soon as I get in contact with him, if I'm the coach, I'm saying, hey, Jack, what worked for you game planning wise, and what do we need to do more of here in New Jersey? Because what was working in the Olympics also needs to work here. And I think that's a really good jump off point. So if I, as a coach myself, that's the one question I would ask that player. And I would say, what was really good for you there? We want to bottle it up and duplicate it here.
Wow, so that's what was really running through your mind when you were watching all of that.
I was like, the Devils need to unlock Jack. That was what I was saying in my head as I'm watching him, with the no teeth, holding up the pot. And I'm like, the Devils need this. The Devils need this excitement. And it's going to start with Sheldon Keefe and him having a relationship where, okay, what is it that you need from us here in New Jersey that we can make you look like that here?
Is tonight do or die? Like, is tonight an actual must win?
I hate talking in superlatives like that, but yeah, like this is a chance for the Devils to, like I said before, punch up with a team that is ahead of them in the standings. They have a home crowd behind them. They need to win this game tonight. I hate to say it like that because, we've got a whole other half of the season to go. I get it, but look where they are in the standings. There are many teams that they need to leapfrog over, but they're bunched. But there are many teams that they need to leapfrog over to get into a spot where they can make a wild card for the playoffs. The Buffalo Sabres are one of those teams that they can gain ground on, technically, traction on tonight. They need to come out with a win tonight. Sorry.
The silver lining in that is, who one of those teams aren't?
The Rangers.
They're having a brutal
Yeah,
season.
They are. The only team worse in the standings than the Devils are the Rangers. So, but the Islanders, we don't want to talk about the Islanders.
Why don't we want to talk about the
Islanders? I was at that
Islanders?
game at UBS Arena, and it was 3-0 before I even walked into the door. Islanders against the Devils. Final score is 9-0.
That's a baseball score.
It was brutal.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not good. So that's why we don't talk about the Islanders here.
No. Well, putting out the good vibes tonight
Yes.
that the Devils will come back, make a statement game where it counts right here amid all this excitement.
Well, and two, you're looking at this team too, and the guys in that locker room, they have to be uplifted by Jack's performance. And I know they played for all different teams and none played for Canada, so that's good. But, I know we're all opponents essentially in the Olympics, but these guys are putting on that jersey tonight in that locker room. I can't imagine they're standing a little bit taller, a little bit more broad-shouldered, and they're saying, that was my teammate, man. That's my guy. And even Luke Hughes can say, that's my brother. So I think they're a little bit more proud tonight. I'm hoping for a fast start tonight.
Well, when we come back, we're going to talk about the other bittersweet connection with the Winter Olympics and the men's hockey team.
What's that?
Johnny Gaudreau.
Oh, Johnny Gaudreau.
So when we come back, we'll break that down and how Johnny uplifted the guys. Stay right here. We'll be right back from the Rock in a little bit. Welcome back to a special edition of ONNJ Sports. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo, joined by WFAN Sports Radio host Danielle McCartan, and we're coming to you live from the center of the sports universe, the Prudential Center in Newark. It's the New Jersey Devils versus the Buffalo Sabres, the first game back after the electrifying Winter Olympic Games, where Devils superstar Jack Hughes brought home the gold for USA. Danielle, it is fire here tonight.
I mean, I'm just looking around. There's people yelling. Some girl, did you hear her before? Just before she yelled, "I love Jack Hughes," and she just yelled it into the ether. We're getting USA chants over here. I can't wait to get in there for the special ceremony they're going to have for Jack. It starts at 7:05. I just can't wait to get in there and just watch. I mean, it's going to be electrifying, and I mean, that is, besides this, that's the reason why I wanted to be here tonight.
Well, that, and I want to take a picture when we wrap in the big giant beach chair and close my eyes and pretend it's summer. We have to get that picture.
I mean, it's been rough. It's been cold. There's been a lot of snow, but
more's on the way.
Oh, really? Tuesday, right? Oh my
God.
Well, you know, we're here. We're pretending it's summer, and there is no hockey in the summer, so I don't know. So I guess the best of both worlds.
Oh no! I mean, the hockey playoffs are the longest thing ever. because they do go into June.
Longer than basketball. I mean, what's longer? I don't know between the two of them, but hopefully we'll be watching the Devils hopefully into June, and we'll see how they come out tonight. And I think that's going to dictate the rest of the second half of the season.
So a lot of talk has been about Jack Hughes and the heroics, but there is a big-time jersey tie-in with the gold medal by Team USA. The untimely, unfortunate, so sad passing of Johnny Hockey, Johnny Gaudreau. He's like the godfather of hockey here in the Garden State. Tragically passed away along with his brother Matt, summer of 2024, and he wanted to be on that Olympics team very badly.
I believe he was there. I mean, you look, they had the jersey of his hanging up in the locker room. His wife was there and his kids were there, and they made sure they were part of the team picture at the end. So although he wasn't there, he was there.
But think about this. Miracle on Ice, 46 years ago to the day, 2/22.
I know.
Johnny Hockey's son, Johnny, celebrated his second birthday, born on 2/22. Johnny picked that day for his son to be born. He picked the day, yes. Okay. And the family, they were invited. They toyed with the idea of not going because, of course, I mean, the emotions.
Sure.
But then they changed their mind at the last minute. And I think it was so wonderful how they were honored. They were invited to be part of the festivities. Yep. I don't think there was a dry eye in the house or watching television that morning when they brought the two kids on the ice and took pictures. And it's just such a sin that happened.
Well, you know, it is what it is, and I hope it raises awareness. It was a drunk driver, right, that hit them when they were riding their bikes on the way home. So, you know, hopefully out of that comes the good, where awareness is raised for that. I mean, there's no excuse now. There's Uber, there's Lyft, there's all these different ride shares. You know, leave your car and take one of those rides home, and maybe that's a lesson that we can learn from that experience.
And by the way, the Devils and all major sports teams make rides like that readily available.
Yeah, I mean, getting out of MetLife Stadium is not easy, I'll tell you that, but you know, it is worth it. So just take the time, take a second to think next time before you do that, and then if it's not okay, then take an Uber. It's not a big deal.
Last thoughts, Danielle.
I think we should do some score predictions. What do you think?
Not 9-0, that's for sure.
Yeah, hopefully not 9-0. And I'm seeing through the curtains, by the way, people are filing into their seats. Like the concourse, by the way, has kind of thinned out. People are in their seats and ready to go. So for tonight, do we go with more Jack Hughes heroics? Do we do it?
Why not?
Overtime goal winner?
Overtime goal winner.
No, I don't think I'll do that. I won't go that far. I think Jack Hughes.
The building wouldn't be standing if that happened.
Be off this building.
Wow.
Imagine.
That's a bold prediction.
Imagine 2-1 Devils, Jack Hughes. Game
overtime?
Winner. No
Just
overtime.
Go for it. No overtime.
No overtime. 2-1. Jack Hughes scores the game winner. Devils over the Sabres here at the Rock.
I am a sucker for the dramatic.
I love the dramatic.
I would love an overtime win, but you know what though? That's like Derek Jeter level. If that were to happen, I don't know if we can go there yet.
Lisa, maybe the star is born. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter had to start somewhere too.
It's true. It's true. Hey, Jack dates Hollywood starlets, so he's the star of this team. Exactly. So he has the pedigree for sure. I'm going to go 3-1.
3-1 Devils?
I'm going to go 3-1 Devils. I think it's going to be an easy peasy game. I don't think Buffalo can overcome what's coming to them.
The hype, the crowd, the energy.
Absolutely. Because like we have been saying all show, USA, that's right. Okay. Everyone flashing their USA at us.
Yeah. That's a Patrick Kane jersey. That's not a Jack Hughes.
You can't compete with that.
No, there's no competition. The Buffalo Sabres, unfortunately, they drew the wrong card coming into the Prudential Center tonight after what happened in the Olympics. I mean, I'd be a little nervous if I were them.
Did they have any players playing?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. The Devils had quite a few, though.
Who else did they have? Devils
had Markstrom was playing. Heischer was playing. I believe Timo Meyer was playing for Team Switzerland. Jesper Bratt. I know I'm missing one more. There was one more. So the Devils had, I think, the most or tied for the most players on the Olympic roster of all the teams.
But isn't that something, though? The Devils aren't doing the best this season, but they have a lot of talent.
Yes, I agree with you. They definitely have enough talent. You could see it. It's showcased on the world stage. For me, then, I look at the coaching, and I know they just had a changeover. I'm looking at this coaching staff saying, well, why can't you get that out of him? Why can't you get that out of him? I think if anything, I think the Olympics kind of put this coaching staff on notice that maybe their jobs aren't as comfortable as they like to think that they are.
You think they're on the hot seat?
I do. I mean, just the performance of Jack Hughes, and if he comes out and lays a dud tonight, and it's like, well, wait a second, how did that happen? And now the whole country is here watching that. They're expecting Jack Hughes to come out here, be coached up, and be put in positions to succeed. And if Sheldon Keefe can't do it, and continuously can't do it, well, then maybe his seat's getting a little warm.
But you have to give Jack Hughes a little slack.
Do you?
Look, you have flown home from Italy,
Yeah.
right? That is brutal to readjust to the time.
I didn't do it on an Army plane with no TSA and none of that. So they just got right on that plane. They didn't even wear seatbelts. I saw that. That's amazing. And so they were living in the lap of luxury, not the way I fly to Italy, I'll tell you that much.
Well, Danielle, this was so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we came out here.
Yeah.
Thank you to the New Jersey Devils for hosting us. We value your partnership so much. I'm Lisa Marie Faldo for Danielle McCartan and everyone here at All New Jersey. Thanks for watching.
Play it like the New York Sirens. Live in the spotlight. Etch your name in lights. Embrace the noise. And when it calls you, turn it up. Get louder. Play it like they'll hear us everywhere. Because this is our team. New York Sirens. Play it big.